And here we can see the canned items we need, which is black beans, tomatoes, diced tomatoes and green chilies, and chipotle peppers. Over here we have our spices. We have the onion chopped already, minced garlic, or you can do fresh. I like to use the red chili pepper paste, chili powder, cinnamon, Mexican chocolate, harina de maíz, cumin, oregano, and of course salt. Show you the ingredients. So we've got the oil in the pan, as you can see. And we're just going to brown. And I'm just going to stir this around and let it brown well. Okay, here you can see it's browning the ground beef, getting it nice and ready. I just actually put some on the floor because I'm holding a video camera with one hand, which is maybe not working out all that well. You just want to get it nice and brown on all sides. It is going to cook for a couple of hours, so that's fine. Here I am. Our meat's almost brown. I'm going to reduce the heat a little bit. You don't want to burn it. You don't need to cook it all the way through at this stage. We're just browning. Put in my onions and garlic. Now I chopped the onion up about like that, as you can see. I'm going to go ahead and toss that in. I'm going to toss in my chipotle peppers, my cumin, and my chili powder. Remember, you could vary these spices to your taste. You could add less chili powder if you don't want it as spicy. I just realized I forgot the garlic, so let me go ahead and throw the garlic in. Now I'm using the jarred garlic that's already minced, but you could certainly crush and chop a clove of fresh garlic. I found the minced garlic works just as you can see. The onions are starting to get cooked through. I'm stirring it a little bit. We're going to cook them through a little bit more. Okay, I'm back. Hi. It looks like the onions are about ready. I'm going to put in my diced tomato and green chilies, my crushed tomatoes. I'm going to add the oregano, about a teaspoon. And I'm going to add 1 cup of water. 1 cup of water. And I'm going to stir this all together. I'm going to stir it together and I'm going to bring it to a boil. Okay. I am going to add a small amount of red pepper paste. I'm adding about that much. Say that's about a teaspoon, which is actually what I wrote down in the recipe, but I vary it just depending on how things are going. So I'll stir that in. So I'm going to go ahead and stir in my Mexican corn flour and my beans, which I've already rinsed. Go ahead and stir that. Stick in for flavor. If you didn't have a cinnamon stick, you could put just some ground cinnamon, but I'm going to go ahead and put that in. I am going to bring this up to a boil dish. So when you get the chocolate, you're going to want to make sure you get unsweetened chocolate if you can. You can also use the sweet chocolate. I add a little more spices if you go with the sweet chocolate variety. Okay, this is starting to bubble up nicely, so I'm going to cover it. And I'll be back with you in about an hour or so. Okay, as you can see, this is bubbling nicely. I'm going to go ahead and reduce my heat and let it simmer for about an hour. Now I'm going to stir it once or twice, which I'm not necessarily going to film because that's not that exciting. And then I'll add the chocolate and let it cook another half hour or so. Okay, here's the final chili with the crushed tortilla chips and the cilantro, lime, sour cream on the top.